Ah, to know God, to really know Him. It would make all the difference in the world. If we truly knew Him, we would be braver, live more expectantly of heaven, and honor Him more with our lives. A proper perspective of our King of Kings would cause us to live each day focused on Him, desiring to live more as He did, willing to let go of what this world offers, the houses, clothes, and material things, and instead reach for God. We would be willing to let go of our quest for finding ourselves and truly focus on knowing Him. Knowing Him, the King of Kings, the God of the universe, the great I Am. Just how do we go about doing that? I can still remember the first day I ever saw Him. It was at my 8th grade graduation, and He was standing in front of the whole class receiving an honor for getting all A's through middle school. I remember noticing Him for 2 reasons. I never in a million years would be able to get all A's, so that was quite an accomplishment to me, and I could not believe a guy could be so cute and smart at the same time. I was quite impressed. I distinctly remember making a mental note that I would for sure check him out later in high school. I had just the year before moved from California and was attending his middle school in Ohio. My 7th grade year, I was in 3 different schools before my family finally settled down in the community in which I would spend my high school years. My 7th grade year was a blur, to say the least, and somehow I missed knowing anything about this mysteriously cute, smart guy. Our freshman year in high school came and went as well. Let's just say we did not have any of the same classes, so we did not run into each other. Then in our sophomore year, somehow we ended up having an art class together. I thought, maybe a brainiac and a non-brainiac can at least have art in common. Maybe. At that point, all I knew about the super smart and cute guy was that his name was Dirk, he was in my grade, now in my art class, and he was still as cute as ever. Cute and smart, what a great combination. That was it, though. The complete sum of my knowledge of him at that time. I think some of us approach God that way, too. We know a lot about Him. We can state our facts, quote important verses, and have the main Bible stories memorized, but to have a personal relationship with Him, to know His heart, to speak to Him as a friend is where the relationship stops. At that time, I had not spent any time with Dirk. I had only observed him from afar. I knew information about him from my friends. I learned that he had an older sister and a younger brother. My friends told me he had attended the same school since kindergarten. From studying him, I could tell his style and what sports he played, but it was all facts and no relationship. Is that how you approach God? Do you know lots of important facts about Jesus? Maybe where he was born, how old he was when he died. What about his friends? Maybe you know their names and remember some of the stories Jesus told. But that's the kicker. Knowing a lot about someone doesn't mean you know them. It just means you know about them. After 5.5 years of dating, I really got to know Dirk. But getting to know him took time. It took patience, and it began with an invitation. After our art class, God kept finding ways for Dirk and me to run into each other. First, we were both selected to go on a special leadership retreat for school. Then we ended up together in the same computer class. Eventually, we ended up spending more and more time together. As God began developing our friendship, one night Dirk decided to call me at home to ask a question. He wanted to know if I would like to go to the winter dance with him. Of course, I responded with an excited yes, and our friendship went from being friends to liking each other to Dirk officially asking me to date him exclusively just a few months later. Each step along the path, our commitment grew stronger and stronger the more we spent time with one another. Really getting to know each other took time. It took patience. It took hours of opening up and talking, being real and letting our guards down. Over the course of the next